early on with the first couple injuries, I was like, oh, like I need to get back. Like, but I think like my mom texted me like after this last injury, and like they know how hard it's been on me, but my mom was like, you know, you've taken so much time for everybody else. Like you have to take time for yourself now. So just trying to do that the best I can too.
Nobody thought a simple talk between Kaitlyn Clark and Sue Bird would turn into this. They started talking basketball. Then Kaitlyn mentioned her injury in a way that shocked fans. Was it a hint she's coming back, a mind game, or just drama? The internet went crazy, and Sue's expression said it all. This wasn't just an interview, it was a cliffhanger.
Thing that I cannot believe Kaitlyn Clark said out loud. Do I believe Kaitlyn Clark said this? Yeah. Do I believe she's right? Yeah. I cannot believe Kaitlyn Clark said this out loud. I'm shocked. I am shocked that she said it out loud in the Sue Bird podcast. And she's 100% correct. She's played on a team with Natasha Howard, who, let's be real,
Subscribe if you think Kaitlyn Clark is still the best in the WNBA. When Kaitlyn sat with Sue Bird, the internet didn't just watch, it devoured it. Like a surprise Netflix season dropping, fans got theories and spoilers. People expected a polite chat, some light basketball talk, maybe a story or well wishes. But Kaitlyn came with a vibe that said, I'll say just enough to blow up your chats.
A really good perspective on like what a lot of my teammates and people that I've, teams I've been a part of, like certain people have had to go through. Like I've never been through anything like this. Like, and I think that's probably why it's been so hard, because like I've never really dealt with injury, and that's probably been a challenge in itself, because like when I first like was feeling pain, like I didn't understand it. Like I didn't know. I was like, what, am I just...
Sue Bird sat like she was holding big secrets and enjoying it. She smiled, knowing things, but didn't spill the details. She let Kaitlyn lead, adding little nods or eyebrow raises like seasoning on a meal. It was interviewing without pressure.
We have gotten a little bit of an update. Here from Chloe Peterson, who is probably the main journalist involved with the Indiana Fever. And realistically, this is not an ideal scenario for anyone, but it's an update. And look, to say that she doesn't have any extra information is wrong. She 1,000,000% has that.
Kaitlyn gave vague answers that could win an Olympic medal for being unclear. We heard about her injury, starting with the quadriceps strain, then a groin injury, then another groin injury. Injuries in the WNBA seem like soap operas. When you think one is gone, it comes back.
Deep 3, the logo 3, as we know it today, like came when you got to college, got stronger, got to college. But you were like, but I always had to step back.
I did always have to step back.
So like, where does that come from? Like, were you mimicking? Did it just come naturally?
I think it just like kind of came naturally. I don't know. It's kind of hard to put my finger on. Honestly, I grew up like a basketball junkie. So I think like, even if you're not like intentionally like watching and like paying attention,
like osmosis.
You're just like absorbing what you consume.
She didn't exaggerate. This was her first real injury break, and she hated it. Imagine being built for competition, but told to sit still, like asking a Ferrari to knit. Her rehab was full of hope and frustration. Some days she felt close to ready. Others her body said no. She might have invented the cozy athlete style, watching movies and writing affirmations with a resistance band nearby.
Kaitlyn being out, a lot of people are looking forward to you two facing off for the first time.
Yeah, I hope she has a speedy recovery. I think player safety is most important, so making sure you're 100% before you step out on the floor can lead to worse things, so I'm glad she's taking care of her body. But there'll be plenty of matches.
The interview got intense without raising voices. There's pressure from her team, league, fans, and sponsors. Kaitlyn's brand is a mini economy, even injured. But this can't last forever. Her absence is not just a sports story, it's a business story. Sue Bird stayed calm. Fans wanted to know when Kaitlyn would return, next week or later.
Can do, and I'd say it's very much kept under wraps what's going on with Kaitlyn Clark. But let's take a listen right here.
as we start to answer some questions. First question comes from Krista, who asked this, and she follows up, like, to your knowledge, is Kaitlyn practicing with the team at all yet? And just in case anybody's listening to this only, Chloe, do you have any updates whatsoever on Kaitlyn Clark's health status?
I mean, the most I know is, what's already been reported, in the sense of she's been running up and down full speed.
Kaitlyn's answer was perfectly vague, like she took a masterclass in mystery. No date, just hints pointing to mid, or late August, or maybe sooner. The Fever are cautious because rushing her back would be a bad idea. Then Kaitlyn shared her mom's advice. Her return won't be quiet. It'll be loud, with the crowd going wild and commentators ready.
Now, 64% of the WNBA is black. Kaitlyn Clark comes in and is immediately the biggest star in the league. Immediately. And merchandising in every other way. Apparently, there's some jealousy that might be manifesting itself into physical
Sue Bird knows exactly how the comeback will go. She's been through it and knows how to handle the hype without getting overwhelmed. The interview teased fans with hints but no full answers, keeping them hooked with promises of chaos ahead. When Kaitlyn's back, she'll be thinking, "I told you so." Her injury story has created a whole subculture of fans speculating wildly.
They want, but there's not a player in the WNBA that impacts their team more than Kaitlyn Clark and has the responsibility that Kaitlyn Clark has for their team. When we talk about an engine, when we talk about passing, scoring, facilitating, gravity on the basketball court, when we talk about all these different things and all these different patterns, that the way that she plays and the way that she gets her spots and her movement on the court, and she plays the game with a unique rhythm.
There are fans convinced she's secretly healthy and just waiting for the right moment, tracking every step she takes. Others think she's done for the season and read every tiny move as proof. Casual fans clicked for a simple chat, but left feeling like they saw a complex thriller. They're still trying to decode Sue's smirk and what it means for Kaitlyn's return date.
Erica says she doesn't think that her and Kaitlyn Clark play alike. She wasn't lying. She was telling the complete truth, because I see it more than ever right now. At first when Paige said this, I was like, she might be hating. But now that I'm actually seeing why she said it, she's just trying to save herself, to make people know that, hey, we are not.
Sue Bird acts like a master puppeteer, reacting with eyebrow raises, chair leans, and water sips that could mean anything. Kaitlyn's answers keep fans guessing with non-answers that feel like they say something but don't. Fans make videos of Sue nodding like she's blessing Kaitlyn's recovery, breaking down her tone, and laughs for clues.
People that are resentful towards her. But it's really not about her, guys. It's about what she represents. Before she ever came along, there were a lot of outstanding basketball players who happened to be black females that was doing their thing on the WNBA level. And they never got this kind of shine. This girl, the Golden Goose, comes along and she wreaks havoc.
People analyze this like political talks, not a basketball comeback. The Fever's front office is probably watching the interview on repeat, debating if Kaitlyn sounds 70% healed or if it's just the lighting. There are slides about her return based on Sue's eyebrow moves. Fans wonder if Kaitlyn will start slow or explode like a superhero in the final quarter. The internet will go wild replaying clips with captions like, "She told us without telling us."
Methodical when she needs to, especially in the half court, especially when she gets off the switch and want to attack the opposing player for the big man. Like she does little things on the basketball court that you have to really analyze, you have to really watch, you have to really know what you're seeing to really understand how different she is. We have never seen a woman in today's game or in history like Kaitlyn Clark. I know people want to say that she's the female version of Steph Curry, but to me, she doesn't even play like Stephen Curry, because Stephen Curry, as great as he is, his best attribute is his shooting, but his second best attribute is his off-ball ability. Kaitlyn is a on-ball.
The truth is, star athletes carry more than just the game. Expectations, brand deals, pride, and fear that injury changes everything. Sue Bird understands this, sitting calmly like she's been through worse. She wasn't just interviewing Kaitlyn. She was passing on wisdom about balancing athlete and public figure life. Some fans love the mystery and limbo, complaining but secretly enjoying it. When Kaitlyn finally returns, this interview will feel like the first episode of a perfect series, ending with the hero back and smiling, because she probably knew all along.